Hey, greetings everyone, and welcome to MTG Cardz and Review. My name is Chris. Thanks for stopping by. Hey guys, so I've been saying that I was going to do this though, and been mentioning it, haven't gotten to it or gotten back to it though. Well, now we're going to do it. I'm going to go through and basically make these videos here, going back to the Forgotten Realms for the artwork though. I'm gonna go over those, and then also I've got basically those decks to record here as well. So yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and do this though. We're gonna go ahead and like before, we'll go through essentially the first 10 cards. Take a little bit of time to kind of peruse through them, and then we will move on though. So with that said, we'll get into the first 10 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't count. So that's going to be 8, which means that we're going to have to adjust. That one needs to come up over here. These need to slide over, and we'll have to adjust our focus a bit. Alright. Yep. There we go. And move over a little more. Alright, and there's our first 10. Okay, so we're going to go through these, and then we'll move on though. Yeah, alright. I've got some things to do. I want to get these done. I got a couple of things going though. So, alright. Also, I've got some other decks or other art card decks that we'll go through as well as soon as I get those sorted. So basically, I know that this has been a while, it's been overdue. We've got Beholder, basically of course there's our Beholder. And of course, as you can see, you've got the stats there about these. So these are the stats cards. Speaking of which, though, not to get too sidetracked, but yes, there we go. This will work. So we've also got, the Commander of Legends, Baldur's Gate, or Battle for Baldur's Gate, though. So they have art cards as well. Those are going to be much more, I don't know if they'll be they might be cheaper though, but they do have the same kind of flair where you've got some of the first few that are basically stat type cards there for the creatures there. So our next card in this series here is the Mind Flayer. And of course, the Mind Flayer basically is a creature that is basically is kind of a mystical or magical creature, I should say. Basically, it is a psionics-based option. Extract Brain is one of the other options. One of the things that it really can do. Not really a creature that you want to tangle with though, unless maybe you're either a wizard that is trying to control one. Purple Worm. Definitely a large worm though, as you can see the little people down here, the size of that worm. Kind of reminds me of the worms from Dune. Okay, so a demi-lich basically is a lich that is a basically a wizard that is dead. That basically essentially is how life drain, vile curse. Again, not something that you're going to want to usually tangle with. Frost giant. Big, tall, one of the bigger giants though. There are, of course, other giants that are basically out there though. And they range basically, you know, depending on the basically environment though. Hill giant. There's basically your mountain giants though. There are storm giants. Basically there's a scale of giants there. So while frost giants are definitely one of the bigger ones, there are other ones that basically they could include or bring out. Manticore, flying winged beast with basically nice sharp talons or claws, depending on how you want to classify them. Our gelatinous cube. Basically, it's Jello come to life. Yeah, I mean, that's basically, in a way to think of it, it's basically, imagine making a big giant Jello concoction though that is basically, you know, in a various size, and that it now comes to life and basically tries to eat you or absorb you. Displacer beast. Basically, this essentially gives it a ability to essentially disappear and reappear. Makes it essentially a problem though when you're fighting it, and all of a sudden it's there and then it's not, and it's behind you now. Which is where having more than one person in your party though would be helpful, and being able to, as such, basically be able to make sure that you're covering more than one angle. So we got our basilisk. Yeah. Big beast as well. And then not something that you would typically run across in your day-to-day adventures though, or basically living, unless you happen to venture out into the great blue waters, a dragon turtle. Which of course is basically a turtle that is a dragon as well. Gargantuan dragon. Okay, well, that will conclude the first 10 of this set. Guys, thanks for hanging out. We will be back with another 10 shortly. Before you know it.